My name is Rah-ed Ghuma, and I'm going to make for you today my most favorite soup in the world. It's called Sharba Libya, which translates to Libyan soup. Now I know it's not the most creative name in the world, but this is a soup so good, such a part of the culture, that it could only be bestowed with the name of an entire people. So it's kind of like an honorific type of thing. Alright, okay, fine. So maybe the name's lazy, but the flavor is anything but. So for the soup, we just need a few ingredients. I have a whole onion and 6 cloves of garlic. It's a 2.5 pound chuck roast, 2 cups of dried chickpeas that I've soaked overnight, 1 cup of mint, 1 cup of orzo, a whole lemon, and 6 cups of beef broth. 1.5 teaspoons of cumin, half a teaspoon of turmeric, 2 teaspoons of paprika, and a small can of tomato paste. So we're going to start off by breaking down our chuck roast. As you can see, there's a nice bit of fat on this side and on this side. So first what I'm going to do is remove the fat. So I removed the big veins of fat. There's still some fat on here. I want to keep it because I like it that way. I cut them into 1/2 inch strips, and I'm going to cut them into about a 1/2 inch cube. So we're just going to slice the onions into 1/2 moons. We're just going to slice the garlic thinly. Onions are now prepped and we're ready to begin cooking. I have a pot that has some oil in it, and I'm just going to start off by sauteing the onions. So the onions have sweat a little bit, and now we're just going to add garlic. Garlic has been sauteing for about a minute or two, so we're going to add our tomato paste, as well as our spices. We've been sauteing our tomato paste and our spices for about a minute, and we're going to add our meat finally. We've let this meat saute for a couple minutes. We're going to add our chickpeas and our beef broth. And season liberally with salt and pepper. We're going to bring the soup up to a simmer, and then we're going to put it in a 220-degree oven for about 2 hours.
And now for something completely different.
Growing up the son of Libyan immigrants, my parents fought hard to anchor their kids to a culture. Food served as that huge anchor. We always had dinner parties where my parents took great pride in introducing their guests to Libyan food. We always baked our bread from scratch and created all our meals from scratch, the way all good meals should be. This has ignited a passion in me to bring the lesser-known culinary traditions of Libya to the United States.
Back to our regular program.
It's been 2 hours, so I brought the soup back up to a boil, and we're going to finish it off with some orzo and mint. And we're going to let this cook for another 5 minutes on the stove. So the orzo's been cooking for about 5 minutes. It's a little underdone. I'm going to add some lemon juice to this, and I'm going to turn off the heat, and I'm going to let it sit for another 2 to 3 minutes. Our soup has been sitting for about 3 minutes, and it's time to serve it. The soup is so hearty and so thick, I'm just going to pair it with a piece of fresh made bread. I'm hungry. Let's eat. The meat is perfectly tender, and the mint adds just the right flavor. And the beans are so soft. This is like the perfect soup in the world. Now I know why they call it Libyan soup. It's a soup so good that they could only name it after themselves. Till next time, I'm Rah-ed. Thanks for watching.